if he's carrying around a fake gun just to dance with on TikTok, that's a damn shame. That's very sad. That's sad.
You got to grow up.
Yeah,
He does.
He tripping, bro, from that one. But
Speaking of Chicago, they already said we're assuming that Lonzo will not be playing with us this season. That was just yesterday.
All right, so he's retired. He's done.
Yeah.
He's done.
Has there been do you remember another player out for like 2 years straight and just
Grant
came
Hill,
back?
Penny Hardaway,
Grant Hill,
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray. That's a better one. He's taking a year off.
He said, I'm going to take a year off. He said, these are the things he said in the interview. He said he's going to go to coach clinics. He's going to go to teams and coaches that he's cool with. He's going to go there, either like evaluate, give his 2 cents, or just like see what's going on in the NBA. He said this, and I know Kai's going to love it. He wants to go to a lot of football games.
Word.
We need you to be the aggressive James that you were those last 5 minutes. Yeah. And it's going to come. It's going to take a while. But when it clicks, James, we're going to be unbeatable.
Yo, as you will notice, I am not JT because he is not here yet. This is Kyle and Stat.
JT's on special assignment and he's bringing something.
Yo, literally. Even though I already got the pizza, but that's besides the point. What's good, bro?
Man, it's Friday. You got Wu-Tang on your shirt.
You might notice, yeah.
Yeah, we having fun, but we should talk about some important things.
Can't imagine what would be so important to talk about.
Denver won their first championship.
Peace to the God. Listen, I never thought I'd see it before I saw a Knicks championship. Here we are. They did it right. Yo, I like watching them play.
They're the new San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, you can't do nothing with that.
Jokic is Duncan. Parker is Jamal Murray. Porter can be Ginobili.
That's weird. We don't even have to do all that. I just like the ball gets brought up, you
Porter.
throw it in.
Yeah.
Jokic, he has it. You step up to him, he throws it somewhere. If it's not open, the ball keeps going around the wheel until it gets to somebody who can shoot. Or you give it to Jokic and he bullies you all the way down and scores inside.
And
with
plays
great
like
ease.
a point guard, plays like a shooting guard, plays like a center, and a power forward.
Yo, they're giving him 7, 8, 9 dribbles. Why? Because if you step up to him, he gonna pass it somewhere.
He's
you
a
can't
threat.
double team him. Yeah.
He said when he was a kid, he watched 3 players. He watched Jordan, he watched Magic, and he watched Shaq.
There you go.
He took all their pieces, and that's what he became as himself.
That's what's up.
So, here's a little thing that's gonna make you mad. There's 10 NBA teams who have not won a championship. Do you know the 10?
We're involved in this.
What? We got 2 championships.
I was about to say, I thought it might be like the NFL, like the
Nah, yeah.
the AFL era and all that shit. Yeah, I thought
Nah.
we were going there with the ABA and the new. Yeah,
Believe it or not, some of these teams probably were in the ABA.
that's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you, one was.
The Bobcats didn't make it.
AKA the Hornets. Yeah, so there's your one.
Hornets,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Timberwolves.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, they did not win.
Yeah.
You know, I started this. What's Memphis,
Correct.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
They did not win.
Yeah.
Supersonics.
They're dead, but actually, no, they won one.
When the hell did they win?
When Jesus was on this earth.
Thank you. 1971. No, we're gonna take this ride. Let's see. Like Washington didn't win anything.
They actually have.
Portland. Oh, I'm
No,
bugging. I'm
they
bugging.
were.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that too. I knew that. I'm just throwing stuff out there. Utah.
Yeah, 4.
They
got
tried
6.
it.
They got knocked out 2 times.
Uppercut it. Yeah.
You got 6 more.
I'm trying to go to the East Coast real quick. The East.
I'll give you a hint. There is
Like the Nets didn't win.
correct 5.
They went and got beat up by the Lakers.
Not once but twice.
You can't even be mad about that. They killed the Sixers too.
Yeah. There you got 5. You got 2 more in the East.
2 more in the East. Can't even say Cleveland.
Bron helped that out.
Can't say Miami. Orlando.
Correct.
They tried it too and messed up the foul shots.
Thank you, Nick Anderson.
He's gonna sue. He's gonna sue, yo. He had a problem with that. It like messed up his life, didn't it?
There's a story about him too, but yeah.
Who's up north? I'm trying to think.
I'll give you a hint. I shouldn't have to give you a hint, but the Knicks hate this team.
What? I would have said, like, when you say that, I'm thinking like Boston, and then, or I would say Miami, but that ain't right.
Do you want me to give you the rest?
In the interest of time,
Yeah.
sure.
Indiana Pacers,
Oh,
Clippers, Pelicans, Phoenix Sun.
Phoenix, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember Barkley? He lost to Jordan.
And recently they lost to the Bucks.
Yeah. Which goes into our first topic. Well, actually, no, our first rumor and news. Mr. Bradley Beal. He goes with power forward center Isaiah Todd, guard Jordan Goodwin to the Suns for Landry Shamet, CP3, and Cash, and a wad of picks. They get the 2024 swap, first round, 2026 swap, 2028 first round swap, 2023 first round swap. So meaning if Phoenix's pick is better than the Wizards, then they get to swap it. But they get these picks automatically in the second round, 2024, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 30. All to get Bradley Beal.
Who also gets hurt. Yeah, I mean, it sounds cool if we were playing NBA Jam or NBA Street, you know what I'm saying?
2K.
But like, how many of them people are gonna be there?
First of all, they don't have a point. They don't have a starting point guard, and their backup emergency. They have Cameron Payne, who's really a backup, but the emergency point guard that rumor says that's going to be the point guard, starting point guard, is going to be Booker.
Rajon Rondo.
They should actually go call him and actually say, "Yo, can you start?"
You know who's still out there? Little short dude.
He goes by the name Isaiah Thomas.
The NBA said no. He's just not coming back.
I feel for him.
Yeah, what did he do
The
to?
hip. He had to get hip surgery.
And that was just the end.
Yeah.
I hope
And he
he
was on a
saves his
contract. He was due to get a major contract. And that hip messed him up.
Grimy.
On another news and update, Michael Jordan sold his majority shares to these two people. He's still a minority share owner, but he's not going to be that guy.
Yeah.
But he sold it for over $2 billion, which I'm happy for. Another trade that happened, which I wasn't the biggest fan. It was a 3-team trade. Boston, Washington, and Memphis. In the 3-team trade, Kristaps Porzingis picked up his $36 million option, which got shipped to the Celtics. Guard Marcus Smart got traded to the Grizzlies. Tyus Jones from Memphis got shipped to the Wizards, and Memphis also sent Boston their 2023 first round pick, and also protected Golden State 24 first round pick. The Celtics they also sent the 35th pick of this past draft, and they sent Danilo Gallinari and Mike Muscala to Washington and part of that deal.
Boring trades, but also I'm glad Tyus is screwed over. Kind of, he has to sit behind Chris Paul until he gets hurt.
You forgot. That's the next trade. You forgot what happened to Mr. CP3?
Isn't that where he went?
Let's go to the next trade. CP3 got traded to Golden State.
Oh, I forgot it was Golden State where he went.
Yeah, he got traded to Golden State for Jordan Poole and a first-round protected pick, which is in 2027, and also a second-round pick in 2030. So CP3 now plays for the Golden State Warriors.
I mean, I don't want to say it's boring. It'll be fun until the novelty wears off. You know what I'm saying? I don't see what the.
Do you think, and like I was talking to one of my good people, shout out to Lou, and I was speaking to Sam too. Do you think now they're gonna transition Curry from not playing point guard to playing the Reggie Miller type and having CP3 the point guard and literally just running around like Reggie, and now he doesn't have to worry about running on offense because CP3 could do that. He just gets to shoot wherever he feels like. Or do you think CP3 is gonna come off the bench?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's replacing Jordan Poole.
You know, Draymond knocked him out.
Yeah, he hit the wall and everything, bro. He bounced off the wall. R.I.P. his jaw and all that, but now you know what really got him sent? That stupid Ice Spice thing.
500.
Yeah. Idiot.
500 just to see Ice Spice twerk for him at some date.
Jesus Christ.
Let's talk about this very important news. Shout out to Twitter for taking down Mariah Mills' Twitter page.
Yeah, stop that. Please stop that.
She tagged the NBA, she tagged the Pelicans, that she was going to expose her and Zion Williams' sex tape.
Which is illegal, dummy. She would have caught a case.
If Zion had the proper lawyers, because he was, first of all, it took him that long to finally tell people like, yo.
I don't know that it took him that long, but like, I'm looking at Twitter. Like, Twitter could have shut that down 2 days in.
Oh, they were enjoying that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, why stop now? She was bugging 2 days in.
And then just today, got a tattoo.
A tattoo that, listen, I think really what we need to be focused on is Zion's safety.
He better be hiring more
She's definitely had a
bodyguards.
voodoo doll of this guy.
She said that.
Wait, really? I was joking.
She was doing some, she was posting some voodoo stuff from time to time.
What did he get himself into?
He loved Dallas. That's where they met up.
Nah, that's crazy. That's real crazy. That tattoo is really on her face.
For the rest of her life.
That scares me. I told you she was scaring me last week before, like.
The first tweet made me was like Steve McNair all over again. Shout out, rest in peace, Steve McNair.
Steve Air McNair.
Yeah, that scared me because she just gave me that same vibe.
Nah, son. It took them forever to get her out of there.
I don't like it.
You think they would have waited that long if it was a dude doing that to like a WNBA player?
What? He would have been in jail.
Yeah. He would've been
that
in
day,
prison.
the first tweet.
And you know what? I got plenty of texts. I got pictures.
Game over as soon as they said I got the pictures.
Just saying it. He would have been out of there.
And you forget, well, not you forget. She posted the pictures that she was sending him.
Yeah.
Now, if that was the other way around, he would have been.
Yeah, he gone.
He's gone. 2 more things in the news. We're gonna talk about the Knicks. It just came out literally the day before the draft. You know, Obi got in the face of Tibbs.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Of all people, Randall had to help him. Josh Hart, Fournier had to pull him off.
But what's funny about that is, I mean, I was mad watching Toppin play too.
Yeah, but here's my issue with that. Toppin, he averages 14 minutes a game. There is no consistency. There's no time for his rhythm. Granted, he's not a 3-point shooter.
Yeah, what the hell is he doing out there?
They told him he had to expand his jumper so he could be out there. But again, he's known to be a dunker.
A stupid idea, yo.
10, 15 shot jump shot person, but you want him to shoot more threes.
I don't understand this. Here's what I don't understand. Why are you getting players who don't play a certain way and then trying to make them play something that they don't play?
Fun fact. So, not fun fact, but sometimes when it comes to the draft, unless you're like Ty Lue, unless you're like Doc, and even that's to a point, unless you're like Steve Kerr, the GM tends to make the selection of that player. So let's just say, I'll use Kevin Knox. When we drafted Kevin Knox, there were some people that wanted us to get Porter. There were some people that actually wanted us to get Miles Bridges. But
I remember MPJ.
yeah, but it went to it was Steve Mills' call on that pick.
But they don't consult the coach at all.
They do,
like,
and they do, and sometimes the coach say like he doesn't work for my system, but coaches will be like, GMs will be like, this is the player that we want, that we know that he's going to be great for.
Goofy.
But when the coach gets that player and it doesn't work, what happens? They fire the coach, then they get a new coach.
It's goofy.
So
It don't make no sense.
you
The
can
dude
blame.
doesn't shoot.
Yeah, he actually needs to be in the gym just practicing. But they just
And then
said
he'll get traded.
no. I don't think he's getting traded because later that night, because yesterday, shout out to the NBA 23 draft. The Knicks had no draft picks, but
That's awesome, yo.
but we actually picked up in a two-way
His brother.
his brother. And the rumor was, by the way, they said his brother plays just like him. But they
How does this help?
But they said that was to soften the blow with him and Tibbs. So
they can both get mad at him.
yeah.
So he'll get jumped.
Stephen A. Smith said this. The Knicks should really let Tibbs go after his contract is up. He had to sign a 5-year deal, and that was it. But I do believe that the rumor is, as JT sent me a text message, the rumor has it is they're really interested in Ty Lue. Because Ty Lue...
All right, I'm with that. I'm with that.
Ty Lue is that coach that he thinks should be that person.
And we're a couple moves away from making serious noise, winning a second series at least, going to a conference championship.
We need to trade Randall away before that happens. By the way, he cut his hair. He's saying new me, new everything.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. He'll still be number 30.
He's still gonna be a problem for our team.
Yeah.
Not doing well.
He implodes at the wrong time. That's like if he could have been consistent like he was that whole season where he was running through the
On
NBA.
his contract year.
Bro, if he could have been like that, shooting like that, inside and out like
year.
that.
Looking for his contract.
I don't care about the contract.
That's when he actually did well.
It's annoying.
I do have a clip with our first topic about Bradley Beal and the whole Suns team. Jabron, if you could be so kind, run that for us, please.
What do we think of this new big three in Phoenix?
It's all right. It's all right. I mean, I'm not sold on it. I'm certainly not Kendrick Perkins. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. The best team in the NBA. I don't want to hear that. No, I'm not. You got to fill out your roster before I'm willing to make that kind of proclamation. But I will say this. Kevin Durant is that dude when healthy. We understand it. We understand how special Devin Booker is. I loved seeing him at the one once CP3 went down as well. A couple of games, he's shooting like 80% from the field, 60% from three-point range in that series against Denver. It was something spectacular to behold. When you look at Bradley Beal, one of the great players to have not ever been in a conference finals in terms of scoring. I'm speaking specifically about that. It's amazing, JJ, Wendy. There's a lot of people in D.C. that are happy to see him going. There's a whole bunch of people that are happy to see him go. They didn't think he was a winning player. I don't think the numbers show that personally. We know that he's a scoring machine. We know that he was a league leader in clutch time points. All right, we get all of that from him. We see that. And I know that the brother can put up 25 in his sleep. My issue is, who you going to stop? Is there any defense whatsoever? And the depth, that definitely is a question mark as well. They can score on anybody. There's no doubt about it. But there's a difference between what Kevin Durant was playing with in Golden State with catch-and-shoot players. I'm talking about catch-and-shoot capable players like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, their capability and what they bring to the table in that regard. Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, yeah, to me, they're not shooters. They're scorers who can shoot. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson were shooters. And so when I look at Kevin Durant with a Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, I don't see the same kind of big three, and I see the kind of big three that honestly could play into the hands of any team that can score, but also is going to show up and play some defense. Phoenix can score on anybody. We get that. Who are you going to stop? That's why Frank Vogel's the new coach. I get all of that. I'm not saying they're worse. They're clearly better off. I understand it. But I'm not sold to the degree that Kendrick Perkins is sold about this big three. They certainly are not my favorites to come out of the West at this particular moment in time.
Yeah, it's a bold proclamation from Kendrick Perkins. The key word there being as currently constructed. They've got 5 players under contract. It's more likely now that Cam Payne's contract will become fully guaranteed by June 28th, and they'll bring him back. I think from a team perspective, I want to talk about that first. I have a lot of questions, and hopefully those will be sort of resolved over the next couple weeks, because it is important how they fill out the rest of their roster and which of their free agents they are able to re-sign. Josh Okogie, Torrey Craig, Jock Landale, Bismack Biyombo. Will they trade DeAndre Ayton and sort of get 2 or 3 players back in a deal that can be rotation level players? The depth, as Stephen A. pointed to, is a big point. Basketball-wise and how Bradley Beal fits with this team,
all right.
I love it.
Welcome back.
What up?
Special assignment. You did your special assignment. So how do you really feel about this whole Bradley Beal team in Phoenix, the lineup? I already told you.
Hey, yo, me and this man was going back and forth. I got to reflect on what I said. But overall, I would say this. Just think about everything. Ironically, we've seen, me and you seen Bradley Beal cook like live multiple times.
Killer.
And he's
When
a
he was
dog.
healthy.
Yeah, when he was healthy.
Too, yeah.
And I think like me and you was going back and forth with, I just didn't want, I was like, nah, I don't think he should be the point guard. I didn't see him. You were saying,
Booker.
No, who you? That's not who you were saying before.
What?
Yo.
I got the text message.
Campaign.
No, I said Cameron Payne it should be the point guard because they said rumor was going to be Booker. Booker shouldn't be the point guard.
But at the same point in time, no, he shouldn't. They need a point guard. Like I'm thinking,
the only point guard that is available for them is Cameron Payne.
Yeah, but I was thinking when I was saying, I was like, no, they shouldn't do that because they need some bench. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have your best players out there, and then obviously they're thinking about get rid of Ayton to get role players. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, they don't have depth. They lack depth.
Yeah.
Like, there's
That's
nothing they can
everybody
do.
says, yeah.
But it's like, if they can get some good role players, they can get some, all right, Book, you get your rest. Let Bradley cook, or Bradley and KD cook.
Go pick a Boogie.
Or, you know what they said? They talk
Boogie.
about Bradley Beal's talking about getting
John
squad
Wall.
back together.
Yeah.
You trying to get John Wall. Yo, that's lit. I like that.
I would love to see it on the Suns. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be dope.
And the
That would be
Barclays are
dope.
coming out again in September.
You said what?
The Barclays are coming back in September.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's breaking news.
It is breaking news. I don't
Live
care
from
what I
Frnds
gotta
versus
do.
Frnds.
I don't care what I
I
gotta
need
do.
to get those. I need those.
I
You know
will
what I'm
have
saying?
them. If I gotta put on a ski mask first, I'm gonna have them.
I'm gonna get them Jones.
Even though they they weigh 13 pounds
At
each.
all costs.
Like,
But,
yeah,
At
but they
all costs.
feel like you're walking on thin air.
yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
They're good. That's a street ball sneaker.
No, for real, they are. They are. But nah, like the Bradley Beal, I'm like, it's cool, but it's just like, it looks good because it's those names. To me, it really feels like KD and Kyrie and
Hurt.
Yeah, everybody.
That
get
whole
hurt.
lineup is hurt.
I said before, it sounds really cool if you were playing NBA Street. Like,
Street
like,
2K. It
Yeah, I
sounds
said
cool. It
2K.
sounds great in 2K.
If
I'm
you,
killing
if you
everybody.
were playing, something like playing 2 games and that was
Yeah.
it.
But how they have
For the big
Vogel for
three.
defense is funny to me. It's like, not funny, but it's just
Yeah,
like, all
I
right,
can't
cool,
wait.
you don't need that.
I can't wait to see him try to make all them dudes play defense.
You
Everybody
better
there
hope that
get a
everyone can stay
bucket.
healthy. They
They
said
not.
they just showed Bradley Beal the past 3 seasons has missed 73 games. KD I think has missed like 50. Booker has missed like 38.
God damn.
Ayton has just been hurt.
I feel like
as
the
well.
last time we saw him play was the last time I ever seen him play.
Yeah.
Yo, no lie.
That's a shame.
No, I feel like that's what it.
Pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Fam,
no.
I was working at Centos.
That was pre.
I was in Colombia
Yeah, it was.
because when y'all came in, I was on the train leaving out the city. Y'all were coming in the city.
And you ain't stay for the game.
I ain't have no ticket.
The sucker.
He said you suck.
Look, y'all could have gave me a ticket.
With what? First of all, we almost got killed, yo. Remember we were waiting for the lady to come get us?
Oh yeah.
She was like 7'5", yo. Scared the shit out of me.
Talking about climbing a tree. That's climbing a
like-
tree.
Like, she startled me. Like,
So
I'm not gonna
she-
lie.
And she was in heels too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so she could play against Brittany Griner.
She was hooping. She was.
She
You
could
could
play
tell
against
she was hooping.
Brittany Griner.
Well, she had to.
She escorted us to the shoot around there, all that.
Yeah, she's used to being mad tall because she must have saw my face and been like, "This is another fool looking scary." I was like, man,
Why say it like that?
cause I'm embarrassed that I know. I was like, I know my face looked crazy.
Her face was like,
No, she didn't even do all that. She was just like, "Oh, hi, I'm here for you guys." I was like, the elephant
She
in the
gonna write a
room.
book.
She one of them avatars.
you ain't right.
And she was wearing blue that day.
She
She
probably,
was
yeah, I
rocking
think she
blue.
was.
She
Very
was.
nice dress. Nice
Yeah,
dress.
she looked nice,
Elegant.
like you say, but she's
7'14",
She
bro.
hoop, bro.
She has to. She was cool with all the players and stuff too, right? It looked like
Yeah.
it's like the same height as Reggie Bullock.
Yeah, because Reggie was there too. Yeah.
Reggie was there.
UNC.
He's skinny, bro.
Why he what? Well, for what?
What?
Tell me why he shouted that out.
Every
You
time,
UNC.
yeah, I get messages about Derek Whitehead. You didn't even do it. The Kalen did. He's not even a fan. He's a Villanova fan. I was like,
why
I
he
don't
say
care.
that?
Because he's from Jersey.
I don't care.
You always say Duke when we talk about your boy who should be getting beat up.
Who? Oh.
I'm not even going to say his name. He deserves to get beat up. I
Bruh,
can't
you
wait.
censor his name out the show. He's
Yo,
like,
you know
I
what
can't
we
even say his
probably
name.
could do? We can invite him as a
Allen,
guest.
Say my dog's
And
name.
when he comes in here,
say
the
his
episode
name, dog.
is
He's
us-
starting. Listen.
Like hit him with pillows or something.
What?
I don't know. Yeah.
Speaking about hitting and beating up and all that fun stuff.
Wait, what you about to say?
Yeah, I didn't do anything, by the way.
Nah, it's just gun control, violence.
I
and
really
everything.
didn't do this one. Yeah.
I thought this guy was getting at least 40 games. He scaved off that.
Yo,
Mr. Ja Morant.
he got the low count. He got the low count on that, and then everybody's still tripping. I'm like, hey, yo. But,
He's smiling.
yeah. But and then everybody's like, yo, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I'm like, dog, I thought he was about to get more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was about to get walloped, yo.
Talking about his team is like, yo, we feel like we're being like, pressed and being an example of like this is not right, this is harsh.
He said that the media is coming after him. I was
Well,
like, Ja,
yeah,
you
bro,
on
what
social
you
media?
mean?
He's such
You
a
on
baby,
social
yo, for
media,
that.
dog. Like, yeah, they after you. They're after you, fool. But nah, yeah, that's crazy how he's kind of upset. But the deep dive into that is basically, isn't the new rules like you have to be like you can't miss more than 18 games to be MVP?
that clip.
Yeah, and he's
out the
already
question.
out of it.
He's
Yeah.
out the question. No matter how hard he hoops, he's out the question. He's out the question for that.
Because the new CBA starts this season coming up, and they purposely just smiling at Ja because that affects his contract. If he had gotten all NBA,
So, mess with his
that
money
me-
regardless.
and guess what?
He messed with his money
Yeah.
by getting on live and,
He messed
and
with
doing that.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looked like a 12-year-old too when he was playing in the car.
And now they say
Almost like,
it's all fake.
is he serious?
Someone said that he posted a picture with another gun. This was before the whole situation, and the gun was just a lighter that.
Yeah, he was trying to say it was a fake gun. Yeah, that's revisionist history. That's him. That was the thing. He was trying to say, well, it was a fake gun. Shut up. It wasn't. Like, well, I don't know. Who cares? At this point, it's goofy all the way around. If he's carrying around a fake gun just to dance with on TikTok, that's a damn shame. That's very sad. That's sad.
You got to grow up.
Yeah,
He does.
He tripping, bro, from that one. But his money hasn't been too tapped like that. Like Nike still rocking with him. Didn't they say they were like, "Yo, we support, bro"? Like I was
you
like,
support him, but you
dang.
don't support Kyrie.
I know, man. I'm like, all right, cool.
You sent it to me, and we're gonna get off topic, but you sent it to me. Who did Kyrie sign with?
Anta.
Yeah, he was rocking some other sneaks.
And
It was
you know
Anta.
what? I'll say this. I've been seeing them. I think I follow them on IG, or I follow another page that just posts a lot of on-court basketball sneakers.
Yeah.
And they put out some good stuff. They put out some stuff that I would wear. To be honest with you, it looks like aesthetically pleasing. It just doesn't say Nike on it.
Okay.
But they put out tough stuff. They're just as good as the New Balance stuff that comes out, maybe even better sometimes.
Got you.
Probably they're like better than the Wade's and stuff. And Wade's stuff is not
I like
bad.
his stuff, but it's like
Yeah, Converse.
some of the stuff.
All it is.
Now he was somebody else.
He's
What's his
been out
joint?
of Converse
Yeah, he
for
been out
so
of for a
long.
while.
You know the sad thing
Remember I had the
is,
first pair?
They were ugly, yo.
I did.
I didn't like those.
I liked
yo.
them. I
Someone
hooped in
gave
them,
me a
though. Those
pair
my
of his.
dogs.
Yeah, because they were ugly and they didn't want them.
Dad, you had
No,
your dogs, too?
but this lady, she was good to me. She I'm not
Her
gonna
son
get-
cussed her out for buying the sneakers. She said, "You know what?
No,
Serious?
You know
nah,
who I
but-
think would like
feel
some ugly ass
Nah,
sneakers."
but what she would do, her son would go through worse than you. Would wear new shoes, need a new pair like the next month.
Dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he sounds like a goofy.
He was a basketball head. He loved Wade. He loved Bron. He loved Kobe's. He begged his mom.
He was playing in them,
Yeah,
and she gave them to you.
Dad. That's
but he only wore them like 1 or 2 times. Like
it was way more than 2.
no, what? No, I have them spanking new. You would not know that they actually been worn.
He licked the inside. of them.
Right?
That's nasty.
Man's foot.
No, they were ugly. I feel like those are on the same par with like Starburys.
Oh, and Kmart.
Really?
Yeah, they look dumb, yo. I remember you wearing them too, and I was like,
They wasn't bad like that.
they could have done.
I didn't like the
better.
colors. The
Oh,
way
they
they
could
did
have
the
done
color.
better. No, mine was just white, black, and red.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
but-
he had different colors because he had one.
You had the other joints.
No, I didn't buy them. They were orange and blue.
No, I didn't
like
get that far. I
that
had
one-
his first shoe, like his first shoe.
Oh,
I had the first shoe.
Ugh.
Yeah, I hooped in them. They
No.
hurt, but
They
he's
look
with something else.
boxy.
He's with Zingling, whatever they joint.
Lee Ning,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah,
He not the only one, cause I think Clay does that.
yeah.
Their sneakers are tough.
They
Like their
alright.
sneakers, they look good. They don't
look
look
alright.
like just stupid. They're not in Kmart like that. They look like good basketball sneakers. They go with different stuff. Like
I need to pick some new ones up. Yeah.
yeah, but you know me, I gotta have something with the ankle support and all that.
Just wear a little brace joint.
I'm not wearing a brace.
I ain't mess your ankles
On
up.
both. No, well, I
Yeah.
will, but I mean, like, I'm not gonna rely on just the brace. I
Oh,
need
yeah,
also
yeah.
the shoe to be.
I ain't saying wear the ankle brace and wear some
something high top.
lows.
Yeah.
Even
Nah.
though they consider those high
I
tops
hate when people
now.
do that. I hate when people go out there. I'm like, nah, just wear some mids or some highs.
Yeah, what's holding it? And I'm an ankle injury connoisseur. Break my ankles every single month.
So do you think the Grizzlies are actually going to be okay? Because remember, they just traded for Marcus Smart.
Now that was a smart move because
Pun
also
intended.
smart.
Pun
also smart.
intended.
yeah, that was a good move for them. But I mean, yeah, it wasn't a bad move. They got a better point guard because remember y'all was ragging. Who was saying something about Tyus?
I don't like
you?
the guy.
What?
I had no believe it or
Duke.
not, I had no
Duke.
No,
Yeah,
I had
say
no
it.
beef with him.
What?
I just thought he just needed to be on a better team because he actually could do well. He just needed
That was his time to do it.
Nah,
Right there.
he good.
well, he gets
What
to
you
he
mean?
gets to be the starting point guard for the Wizards. They're gonna
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, fun fact.
Him and Poole. That's what they trying to do.
Yeah, Poole gets to shoot all the time in the world. Well, let's just hope they make the playoffs because we own Washington's draft pick next year. And if we don't get that one, then we got to wait another year. So our goal is to see Washington do well. We don't want them to suck. So we get that first round
They
pick.
kind of got upgraded a little bit. They got Kuzma.
No, Kuzma's a free agent. He opted out.
Oh, you don't think he's staying?
No. He
Dang.
wants the championship.
He wants to go back to that goal. I feel you. I wonder where he going.
Somewhere that he can
Interesting.
win.
You in the West?
Somewhere that he can win.
China.
That's Dylan Brooks.
Him and Dylan Brooks is going, yo.
Really?
Dylan
think
Brooks
he-
is out of there.
I didn't get picked up.
By who?
I don't know. I think he get picked up.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Speaking of Chicago, they already said we're assuming that Lonzo will not be playing with us this season. That was just
All
yesterday.
right, so he's retired. He's done.
Yeah.
He's done.
Has there been do you remember another player out for like 2 years straight and just
Grant
came
Hill,
back?
Penny Hardaway.
Grant Hill, but
Jamal Murray.
Jamal
Yeah.
Murray. That's a better one.
But he's been
Yeah,
out
but that
too
was an
long.
ACL.
What's bro's? Isn't he? All his legs is just broken, right?
His knee is just dead.
His
his legs are just dead.
torn up.
And Jamal wanted
Dang.
they wanted to go slow with him because he wanted to come back last year or the
Yeah.
year, but they were like, no, like we're
Fam,
gonna like
that
take time.
must have been crazy.
Here's
Sitting the whole time and watching them the whole time.
Hey, it worked out.
He
though.
did the first year, then he wanted to come back and it made him sit an entire NBA season again. That must have been crazy, son. I would have lost my mind, yo.
Yeah, he was like, you trying to play.
I would have lost it.
And it was like the year before, last season, they actually did pretty decent. They were pretty decent. They just needed that. They just needed
Big
more.
push.
They needed more.
Oh well. The last and final topic, because we're gonna skip that clip. We're gonna talk about this person because you all think I have no heart for this guy.
Let it go.
We go by the name of Doc Rivers.
Bro,
Leave.
don't try to switch sides up now with Doc.
Yeah, man.
No,
Wait,
Yo, what did he emailed you, huh?
no, he did not.
Hey,
You told me
No.
something. I mean,
No.
If you're gonna talk about me,
No.
you know what I'm talking about.
Hear me
This-
out.
this
Not
is-
at all. I told you, and I
Let me tell you
stand
about
by this. He should have never went to Philly. That was never the team for him. When he got let go with the Clippers, he should have took a year off and evaluated where it would be best for his philosophy and his players that he needs to be successful. Philly was not the team. I said it when they picked him up. Philly was not the team.
I would say this. I do not remember
Yeah, I
us
don't
saying he
remember.
said that, but I do remember
That he was getting fired
You
on
said
year two.
you get fired.
On year two.
He called it. He said, "Hey, if he don't get to the Eastern Conference Finals, he's gone." I remember that. I went back in the archives, y'all, and that stat was 100% correct.
I
He was just
appreciate
like
that.
that was the first thing he said. He was like, "Yo,
But you know what?
what's up?"
If you go back even further, I'm the one that put him onto that.
You put him on.
I did. I told him that.
But we can go
texted
back and
him
talk
that.
and hear how Doc been ragging. Like, I mean, how Stat been ragging Doc the whole time.
You're
and
right.
Now he's just like,
No, I always
it
rag.
feels like you got a heart, like a soft spot for him. Like, yo, he should have.
No, I
went
told you
there.
that team did not work for him. What made you believe that team worked for him when he got there? Ben Simmons does what Ben Simmons does. He embarrassed
that wasn't
Doc.
handled well.
He
That wasn't
embarrassed.
handled
He
well.
embarrassed Doc. Embiid was always hurt. You trade for.
Embiid had 2 good seasons. I mean, the last season, the other season
had
before
2.
He was hurt then.
He had 2. The last year he should have got MVP over this year.
Because of the injuries, late
But
injuries.
he got hurt this year too. He got hurt in the beginning of the season, and then he got hurt in the playoffs this year. But again, but again, what did Doc have to make this team be successful?
They added Harden. It's like, nah, yo.
You know what, Jabron? Play that third clip. I'm done.
Here we go.
Yo.
Former Philadelphia head coach Doc Rivers, he joined the Bill Simmons podcast, and he opened up, that's how we're going to put it, on the challenges of coaching James Harden. Take a listen.
Did you like coaching him? Was it okay? Like, how would you rate the experience?
It was challenging, more because we were fighting 2 things, and not like visually fighting. Is that James is so good at playing one way, and the way that I believe you have to play to win in some ways is different because it's a lot of giving up the ball, moving the ball, coming back to the ball. I would have loved to have him younger when that was easier for him because giving up the ball and getting back the ball is hard. Like it's physical, it's exhausting. So it'd been interesting if I had him younger where he could have done that more, you know, coming off of dribble handoffs, going down the hill. You know, he didn't finish as well as he finished because he's older and that happens.
Ramona, you have covered Doc Rivers and the Sixers extensively. And Doc has joined our show, and he's sort of alluded to maybe some challenges that were there. But these are the most explosive comments, the most direct comments we have heard thus far. What do you take from this?
Yeah, I love it when people can tell the truth. Like when he's not in that job anymore and he can say how he really feels, and you're like, oh, okay. Look, it was challenging because what he's talking about is ball movement. And what he's talking about here is passing the ball with the idea that it's going to move around and it might come back to you in a catch and shoot situation. And that's just not how James Harden plays. Like it's just he dribbles, and then he looks for his shot right there. But I'm telling you, we just got done watching the Denver Nuggets win a championship. And when you watch the Denver Nuggets play with Nikola Jokic initiating a lot of the offense as a brilliant passer, the ball moves, people are cutting and shooting. You look at, like, Joel Embiid has not the same level of skill set as Nikola Jokic as a passer, but there's a lot of pressure on Joel Embiid to score. And when you have a player like Joel, he looks at the Denver Nuggets and says, that might be kind of fun to play like that. That might be kind of fun to get people who pass the ball around, shoot, cut, and have this ball movement so he doesn't have to initiate offense like the way he does. And James Harden doesn't have to dribble for 20 seconds and find a shot.
Well, this is not like Doc to just air out one individual. And so what I got from it is that basically James Harden cost him his job. And so why would he hold back?
Yep.
And we saw in Game 7 what happened with James Harden. He quit.
Yep.
Mr. Perkins. Big man.
Yo. He was snapping.
Perk 43.
Perk was popping the perk. He was right with this one thing that he said. James Harden quit on Doc and caused him to lose his job.
Yeah, Doc even said like he couldn't go with the adjust, like he wasn't following suit.
Yeah.
The whole game plan that Doc has, the way he runs, he wasn't comfortable doing it, and he just is like, nah, this is the way I hoop. Like it doesn't work like that for me.
And later on with the clip that we did, it was when I was listening to it, he said something real key that you all teased me and say I didn't say. Doc got KG, Pierce, and Ray Allen all to play together the way that he wanted to, which got him their finals. Those players knew how to adjust to his coaching, which is why they became successful and won that finals.
But then there was no James Harden ball stopper guy for Boston when they won.
But think about this. Paul Pierce, he didn't suck, but he was on whack teams because he wanted to do what he was doing.
He could at least shoot.
Harden can shoot. He just chucks.
Not no more.
Yeah.
He
I
did.
don't think. I think he just. No, peep this. He did. Nah. I think because he went to Brooklyn, he was the third option. He had a problem with that. KD was the first. Kyrie was second. He was third. He comes to Philly. Remember, he lights us up for like 25, 30 points.
Yeah.
Everybody does it.
True.
Good
point. But
Didn't Blake do that?
What?
Didn't Blake do that to us?
For what team?
I don't even know. I thought he
if
came
you're
to
saying
the
the
Garden
Clippers,
and did
yeah, but
something
I'm talking
crazy.
about like, but an old Harden was doing that.
I thought an old Blake did something.
Blake played for
Celtics.
No, this year he played for the Celtics. But no, yeah, but then he did that. He did that against us when he got there because he thought he was going to be the alpha, when really that was Embiid's team. When he's the first, when he's the alpha, when he's the number one, he'll do whatever he needs to do to be successful.
Yeah.
When he has to be Robin, when he has to be Alfred,
he don't know how to. He's Alfred.
said
Dad.
Alfred, yo.
Alfred.
He couldn't be
Alfred, the
Aquaman.
butler.
Alfred is about it, but Dad, the butler.
He was the butler to KD and Kyrie.
Master Wayne. He has to call him Master Wayne.
Master Wayne.
He
That's
was the
his name in the group text.
Oh, Master Wayne.
No,
And after
Alfred.
Kyrie did him dirty, again. And remember, Embiid didn't even want Harden to come there. He wanted Beal.
Well, it was just all bad in Philly at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look too good for him.
Fun fact, they already say, rumor has it, I know we're done with the rumors, they said Embiid is almost like giving this one more try. And there's two teams that he would be interested in.
He's not coming.
One is the Knicks, but the real team that people think he's going to go to is Miami.
Yep, where he should go.
Because he really loved having Jimmy.
Yeah, that Jimmy was his dog.
Jimmy got in his ass when needed to, but he understood why. And then Harden said, I did that too, but no, not really.
How are you going to do that on my team and you're the one messing up?
Now, it would look better for Joel to go there and Jimmy get on him like, hey, yo, I've been here twice before, like, to get to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like, we
way
need
better
this.
than Bam.
We need this.
Yeah.
You would move Bam, or do you think they would have to?
There's two Philly's going to at least want Tyler, and they're going to want a big man.
So who goes on that spot if they do that?
Not Haslam this time.
Well, by the way, shout out to Haslam, 20 years in the NBA. He finally said goodbye and retired.
He finally set it up.
He got his championships. Supposedly he's going to try to be the mayor of Miami.
He's the unofficial mayor already.
Yeah.
But
you got to go through him first.
Back to this whole thing. I really do believe Doc did not get what he could have gotten if he actually had the right horses in the squad.
So you think his next gig right now?
He already said he's taking a year off.
He's taking a year off.
He said, I'm going to take a year off. He said, these are the things he said in the interview. He said he's going to go to coach clinics. He's going to go to teams and coaches that he's cool with. He's going to go there, either like evaluate, give his 2 cents, or just like see what's going on in the NBA. He said this, and I know Kai's going to love it. He wants to go to a lot of football games.
Nah, word.
But he wants to hang out with these 2 coaches. One's college, one's NFL. And you know, I don't like
Mike
either.
Tomlin?
No.
Damn.
He wants to go hang out with his boy Bill Belichick, which I was like, screw you.
Belichick.
Because I'm a Jet fan. I don't want to hear that. But he also wants to go hang out with Alabama.
Nick Saban.
He wants to hang out with Saban. But he said he wants to take a year off. But I really do believe, and you all have heard me crack on him. Yes, he's one of the future top 5 coaches of all time.
Yeah.
His next move has to be perfect, exactly what he needs. He doesn't need to jump to. If he wants to come to the Knicks, I'll always take him, no problem. But he has to go to a team that fits exactly his philosophy and the proper players. He can't go to like the Lakers.
So basically, he needs the same situation he had in Boston. When he got there,
Correct.
He basically he's like, yo, I need these two guys to make it work.
To make Pierce understand. Yeah.
So that's what he needs. He needs the same thing.
Yeah. So
we'll see what happens when he comes out of his, his training
sabbatical,
his training mode. Like the anime sagas, they be like, yo, he was just training for a whole non-canon story.
Anti-gravity training and all
Yo, the hyperbolic chamber.
Word.
It's on 300.
But yeah, it's this. I feel for Doc. We're gonna pour some liquor for him. And with that, the 2023 season is closed. Like I was telling the big man over here.
What's up?
Denver won a championship.
Yeah.
And he was surprised that the Knicks haven't gotten one yet.
I mean, before the Nuggets, that's so random. 3 years ago, somebody's like, yo, the Nuggets is going to win. Like, how?
Yeah.
They're the new Spurs. They're the new Spurs.
Yeah, they are. Stockton.
What? Stockton?
Yo, do you don't think that duo was like that?
When did Stockton play for the Spurs?
Malone and Stockton? I'm just saying the duo.
Oh,
yeah.
I said the freaking Spurs and
you
bring
said
Stockton.
before I could finish?
I think it's worse.
You think it's worse than that?
Yeah, I think it's worse because it goes both ways now. Now that whole thing goes both ways. Yo, what are you gonna do? You can't even help out. You can't even help out. And then while you're not helping out, he's taking steps. Boom, 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 boom. Turn around.
And then he
with the post,
he finessing too with the ball.
Post.
He running up.
You double him, ball goes out. You cover that, ball goes out.
Yep.
And then even that person can either shoot it or give it back to Jokic because it's crazy.
When he was a kid and growing up, there was 3 players that he watched film and tried to become like them.
Gary Payton.
No, you lying. one was Jordan.
Yeah.
The other one was Magic for the passing, and the dominance was Shaq. And he took all their pieces, and that's what made him who he is.
Who he is, hey. That he top tier, bro. I can't wait to see next season.
I love.
Do they repeat?
Too.
Do they repeat? We should end on this note. Do they repeat? I think if they keep the same role players, they get back to the Western Conference Finals and everybody stays healthy, they get back there. But if they add one more piece, one more piece that can at least score in their bench, not even starting. Their starting is they're pretty good. Actually, no, they need one more shooter. If they can get a better shooter than KCP, no matter if they start or don't start, they get back. That's the only thing I think they're 100% lacking.
Who has something for them in the East?
Nobody does. But the West is just stacking up. No matter what, it may not gel. We don't know if it's gonna gel, but it's stacked.
June 30th is when free agency starts. I do believe they will definitely get to the finals. I do believe they're going to go against Golden State in the finals. I don't think the Suns are going to do it. I think that Suns is just going to be a clusterfuck.
It could be. Sounds like one already. But we will just have to see. Like I said, I think it's repeating itself with the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, and guess what? I really do feel like KD's next team, he better not demand to have certain people be with him. Because and I both, we know.
You don't think he's done at Phoenix?
They would have to win.
I don't think he can win. I think he had a better shot coming out the East than out there in the West. I don't, and plus, he's getting hurt.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing about KD. It's not like how Bron gets hurt, because Bron just started getting hurt. KD's younger than Bron, and KD's getting hurt quicker than what Bron was getting hurt.
Yeah.
It's always been his knees. Bron was the groin, but KD has gotten hurt repeatedly. The ankle, the knees, the ankle again, doing a freak, going up for a layup in warm-ups before a game. I don't trust. I don't.
I ain't trying to laugh about that.
I don't trust Phoenix. And then remember, Booker's always getting a hamstring injury. Aiden is mentally challenged when it comes to actually having a force of being who he's supposed to be. And he loves CP3 because CP3 used to feed him the ball. You got shooters. You got Beal, who wants to shoot. KD, who is going to shoot. You got Booker, who is going to shoot and possibly give you 60 one day. Do you think that's going to be enough for Ayton to get any shots off? Ayton is going to be a mental case.
Some rebounds. That's all he needs to be.
But he's a 20.
Do they need a guy like that?
No, they could actually go trade Ayton and go get a Mitchell Robinson.
Robin Lopez.
Yeah. Basically a player that just doesn't have any post moves, or it's just really
DeAndre Jordan
getting rebounds, doing that pick and roll alley-oop.
He just got a chip.
Yes, he does have a chip.
Jeff Green.
Ish Smith got his first.
Good Lord.
The one boy from Kansas.
Braun.
He just got there, too.
Yeah, rookie.
He just got there. Already
And
got
he
his first championship.
in Kansas.
So we all agreed Denver's at least getting to the Western Conference Final.
Yep.
All right, send us home.
Hey, yo. This is Frnds vs. Frnds. The end of the NBA season, 2022-2023 NBA season. See you next season. We're going to head to this offseason and see what's good. We out. Peace.